Hello again, everybody. Attack is here with the Atakline for Monday, December the 19th, 2011. Now, I'm making this a little early today because I have a gig that starts at 6, so I gotta make it early before my gig tonight, Splash Bash tonight. Speaking of gigs, Attack update for you. I had 2 gigs over the weekend. First weekend gig was on Friday, Special Needs Dance, another one. It was my 1-year anniversary for DJing Washington Senior Center. Best special needs dance we've ever done. We had about 100 people there. Packed house. We had a Santa Claus there. Kids had fun. Everyone had a good time. We had a lot of new faces, a lot of familiar faces. It was probably the best special needs dance we've done. So thank you, special needs kids, and thank you, Grace, who wasn't there, but still, thank you for the support. Speaking of best stuff, best special needs dance ever on Friday. Best Rhythm Point Gala ever done. Rhythm Point Dance Academy's Gala in Monte Carlo. Called Monte Carlo on Utica and Shelby area. For 3 years. Third year is the charm. This third year was last night. Awesome show. Rhythm Point was amazing last night. Not just the dance recital. One kind of tugged at the heartstrings. But dancing freestyle for my show. Big, amazing crowd. We had about 147 kids there and their families, about 200 people there. Packed house. Awesome show last night for Rhythm Point. Thank you, Rhythm Point, for a great show and making missing TLC last night worth it. I'll get to TLC and more in a moment. Now, with the gigs news out of the way, on with the news of the day, entertainment. Starting with your #1 movie. Another bad week for the box office. Another slumbering box office. As Sherlock Holmes, Games of Shadows, or whatever it's called, debuted at #1. But instead of a $60 million, as many expected, it disappointingly made $40 million. While Alvin and the Chipmunks made only $23 million. But the only highlight, Mission Impossible 3, only opening in IMAX theaters over the weekend, nationwide opening this week, made $13 million in only IMAX theaters. That was a good thing. But still, heading towards the Christmas box office, should be a decent, hopefully it goes up. Especially, I think there's a couple new movies coming out, like We Bought a Zoo, I think it's coming out this week, so hopefully box office can go up. But it's not going to be a good ending for the movie industry this year. Now on with music news. Probably the most talked about music news of the weekend was Britney Spears. Britney Spears has been having a good year and a good month. She ended her Femme Fatale tour. She celebrated her 30th. And her boyfriend, Jason Trawick, celebrated his 40th. Boyfriend no longer. Reportedly during the 40th birthday celebration for Jason proposed to Britney, and Jason and Britney are now engaged. Even K-Fed, Britney's ex, said that he's happy for the couple, saying that Jason is a great dad to the kids. So, Jaden and Sean, the 2 kids that K-Fed and Britney had together. So congrats to Britney and Jason. A lot of Britney's fans are happy for the happy couple. And Britney tweeted Friday morning saying, "Oh my God, I'm so excited. Jason gave me the gift I've been waiting for." And everyone speculated it was marriage. That was the proposal. While Jason later tweeted and confirmed that they were engaged. So congrats to Britney and Jason. Good luck in the marriage. Hope it lasts longer than Kim Kardashian's marriage. And a lot longer than Britney and K-Fed. I think Britney and K-Fed's marriage lasted, 2 years? Hopefully it lasts more than 2 years. So congrats Britney and Jason. Now on to reunion news. Now a couple weeks ago at the Grammys nominations concert, there was speculation about a reunited band set to make an announcement. Speculation was it was Van Halen. There was no announcement. And it turned out it wasn't Van Halen. It was the Beach Boys. And despite not making an announcement at the Grammys, the Beach Boys did make an announcement over the weekend that it is officially confirming a 50th anniversary tour for 2012 with all the remaining original members, Mike Love, Bruce Jardine, and yes, Brian Wilson. And they're saying to do a New Orleans Jazz Fest. That's the only confirmed date. No other dates yet. So they'll probably confirm a lot of dates. So at least one band's announcing plans for the 50th anniversary next year. One band to go. Rolling Stones, Keith and Mick, we're waiting. Waiting for your plans for your 50th, baby. Want to see the Stones. Beach Boys, maybe too. Next year, so there you go. Speaking of an artist that will tour in 2012, Lady GaGa made some news today. She was named by the Associated Press, a news company, as their Entertainer of the Year, beating out Steve Jobs. And GaGa deserves it as much as Steve Jobs, but yes, GaGa had a good year. Putting out good new album, awesome album, Born This Way, nominated for Album of the Year against Adele, ending her Monster Ball tour, having a #1 single, being a 1,000th #1 single, and still delighting fans with her TV performances. Can't wait to see what GaGa can bring in 2012, especially with the Monster Ball follow-up, Born This Way Ball next year. Can't wait to see it, or at least see news from it. So, congrats to GaGa on the achievement of Associated Press Entertainer of the Year. Speaking of great entertainers, news on Michael Jackson. Now, I mentioned on the Atakline a few weeks ago that they were going to sell things from Michael Jackson's house that he lived in before he died. They were reportedly going to sell his deathbed, but that was pulled. Well, the long-awaited auction took place over the weekend, and according to many sources, the items, three times the pre-sale estimates, as the items from the mention came to close to $1 million total from all the items, including bed sheets, couches, among others, and other things. So, whoever bid on those things are lucky to own things from Michael's last house before he passed on. And great they made $1 million. Now, on to wrestling news. Starting with TLC results. As I mentioned on the beginning of the show, I had a gig last night, so I missed TLC. Well, I saw a bit of the main event. I didn't see the whole thing. I only saw a bit of the main event. I made it 2 B-dubs for the main event. So happy to say that we have a new U.S. champion, Zack Ryder. Woo, 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 you know it. Defeating Dolph Ziggler last night. Cody Rhodes retained the IC championship against Booker T. Kevin Nash lost to Triple H. Their little matchup. Last minute matches including Sheamus being in a match against Jack Swagger. Sheamus winning. And Boom defended the tag team titles against Primo and Hunico. And Boom retained the tag titles. Cool. Randy Orton defeated Wade Barrett. Surprise, especially when Barrett had the upper edge on Orton throughout this entire feud. And like that, stupid. And the world title changed hands not once, but twice. Big Show defeated Mark Henry and their chairs match. But Daniel Bryan cashed in Money in the Bank, and it was legal this time. Bryan cashed it in, and he is now the new World Heavyweight Champion. And also, CM Punk retained the WWE Championship in a TLC triple threat against Alberto and Miz. I saw like a bit of that match. For what I saw, it was decent, especially that spot with Ricardo trying to get the belt with the ladder and then being tossed over by Miz and Punk onto a table outside the ring. In a spot with Punk getting handcuffed, and of course, Punk breaking free with breaking the rope and getting the title belt, retaining the title. And also, other matches included Beth Phoenix defending her title, beating Eve. Who saw that coming? Everyone did. Sorry. And I heard Booker T got attacked like 3 times before the match finally took place between him and Cody. And Michael Cole was probably not happy to see Daniel Bryan legally win the world title this time. And everyone was happy about the fact that John Cena was not on the card last night. So there you go. But Cena will probably be on Raw tonight, which segues into my Raw preview for the night. Top 5 questions that must be answered tonight. Question number 5. Will we see any more promos about 1-2-12 tonight? Now, I've heard from a source that tonight or next week, there's going to be a promo to air on Raw next week about 1-2-12 that will give us a clear hint, a big hint about who it is. Jericho, it's been rumored, like I said, Taker's been too, but it's been no clear hints about who it is. We've seen the promos for weeks. There's been no clear-cut clue on who it is. So hopefully tonight or next week we'll see a promo that gives us a true hint about who the videos are for. Question number 4. Will we see the new U.S. champ on the show tonight? Big possibility to see Zack Ryder tonight, the new U.S. champion. And who's he going to face next? Maybe he'll give Dolph a rematch, because Dolph gave him one. But maybe make Dolph have to earn it, unlike Zack. But we'll see what happens with Zack as your new U.S. champion. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. Yeah, I know he's not the best wrestler, but I like his personality. Maybe he'll last as your champion for 2 months, but at least, hey, the broskies of the world can say he's finally a champ besides the internet champ. And I talked about Cena. Leads me to question number 3. What will happen with Cena and Kane tonight? Now, Cena got choke slammed by Kane last week when Kane made his triumphant return. Over the weekend, however, Kane was attacking Cena at some house shows. Clip was released on YouTube of Kane choke slamming Cena in a house show, then Cena clotheslining Kane off the top, hinting that Kane and Cena will start their feud tonight on Raw. So we'll see what happens with Kane and Cena. Possibly match in the Rumble, or they'll be in the Rumble. Who knows? Speaking of Royal Rumble, question number 2. Will anything be announced for the Royal Rumble? Like any participants for the Rumble, any title matches for the Rumble. Who knows if anything will be announced? It's too early to announce anything for the Rumble. I think they won't announce anything for the Rumble. Probably will save it until January. That's my opinion. And question number 1. What's next for Punk? Punk is now still the WWE champion, retaining the TLC triple threat against Alberto and Miz last night. Who's next? Who knows what's next for Punk? Maybe, I bet you Laurinaitis will get mad at him again tonight. Expect something with him and Laurinaitis tonight, now that Punk retained the title. Maybe Laurinaitis will make him do something. Who knows what happened with Punk? And who knows what happened on Raw in the aftermath of TLC tonight on Raw at 9, 8 Central, only on USA Network. That is it for the Atakline. See y'all later on tonight for my Raw review. Then I've been attacked by the news from Zach. Thank you very much. See you later. Happy holidays, Christmas week, baby. Yeah.